I booked the room a week in advance. After looking at the website, I was shopping around for reasonable rooms. The rooms looked very clean, very accommodating. Showed the continental breakfast area, and it appeared to be also clean. And it appeared to be reasonable. So we went ahead and booked the room. When I got to the hotel and noticed just the front entranceway, which is obvious by the video that I posted, it became a concern. I did walk in. I got the key. I went down to the room, and the smell was awful in the hotel. It was an absolute disarray, absolute filth. I walked down to the room, I opened up the door, and when I walked inside, it was unbelievable. It was absolutely filthy. The windows are boarded. The windows are boarded shut. Nobody is aware of this. I checked the smoke detector in every hotel that I go to. It's disabled. There's no batteries in it. I then proceed to a fire exit because I do that in every new establishment I go into because that's what you should do. The doors are secured from the inside and you can't open them. So I turn around, I walk back out to the front. I said, look, I don't want to stay here. I'd like to have my money put back on my account. I'm not going to stay in this room. And I was told in no terms, no way was that going to happen. It would take at least 10 days and it would only be a partial refund. And I said, well, what you're advertising here is clean rooms, a safe environment. And that's not what I paid for. I didn't pay for this room down here that doesn't have lampshades, a filthy refrigerator, a filthy restroom, and Lord only knows what was on that chair, but this place was absolutely not what they advertised. And he said, if you don't like it, you can leave. Well, I did end up staying up for the evening, and I did end up checking out the next morning. Never been provided a refund, never given anything, but I did go ahead and video everything. The continental breakfast, everything there was absolutely spoiled. The fruits were rotten. The cereal was stale. The pancake mix was made with spoiled milk that was so putrid it had lumps in it. And I videoed all this. And as now you know, we're doing this interview. But the staff there are impolite. They will not refund your money. And it's not what is being advertised on Super 8 by Wyndham. It most certainly isn't, and it is a distressing problem. It's a very dangerous place. It's a dangerous environment. I did contact the local fire chief for this area. He did go do an inspection. He did get back with me, and they are taking appropriate measures to make sure that the fire hazards and those violations of the fire code are being dealt with. But as far as the facility's cleanliness, they have nothing to do with that. And my recommendation is that anybody considering coming to the Newcastle area, do not stay at that hotel under any circumstances. It's dangerous and it's filthy. Absolutely. Well, the local managers, they were the same ones that said, we're not giving you a refund. We might give you a partial refund. So dealing with them is absolutely worthless. I did get a hold of corporate. I've contacted them at least 10 times. I've sent them numerous emails and actually filled out the official complaint form and attached a video of that dangerous environment. And I have not heard nothing back from them. I've reached out to them many of times. And for some reason, they are absolutely avoiding me at all costs. And I know they did see the video. I would rate them right now at a 1 without question. I would recommend that they return calls and that they be more efficient. There's no efficiency whatsoever. This should have went up the chain immediately, especially when those dangerous fire code violations were brought to their attention. And I've received no response. So I believe customer service is also slipping. And perhaps that's one of the reasons this hotel's in such disarray. I'm sure there's been many complaints filed on this. There's no question in my mind because I've never seen anything that bad in any hotel establishment in my life. I believe the first thing that needs to be done is that website needs to be taken down. I believe those pictures and those misleading pictures and the photographs of those clean rooms, the first thing and foremost needs to be taken down so the public doesn't book rooms under under the premise that they're going to be going somewhere that's clean, especially if you're arriving late at night. It's a dangerous place. Second off, the money, I believe being refunded and compensated is certainly in line. And an apology, that's necessary. But I think it's even more important that that flag, that Super 8 flag, come down from that hotel, because it's not up to corporate standards in any way whatsoever. They're flying a flag under Wyndham and Super 8, and there's certain things that you have to meet in order to continue to carry that flag. And there's no way possible for them to be within those guidelines. I believe that sign needs to come down as well. Well, as I said, I've already went public on TikTok and showed everybody. And I believe once again, it's important for awareness to be brought to this dangerous environment in this hotel and the misleading advertising. And so that's why I agreed. I think it's very important, and I appreciate you all doing this interview, because this is something that definitely needs to be put out there for the public.